Joyce Hayes Giles has been a fixture in the Detroit community for many years, but she grew up in a very different time and place.
I grew up in Jackson, Mississippi. I am old enough to remember the segregation. I remember my mother being horrified one day. I headed for the wrong water fountain. She grabbed me, and I was too young to really understand why she did it with such force. An innocent young child could not drink water from a fountain because of the color of their skin.
Her family attended the same church as civil rights leader Medgar Evers, the NAACP field secretary who was gunned down right outside of his Jackson home. And even though she was very young at the time, it left a lasting impression.
To have someone gunned down in their driveway, returning home where his wife and his kids were, was very, very hard for us to understand, but we knew that it was rooted in hate. And we knew that those were the kinds of things that people did back then to try to silence great leaders.
With a strong foundation in the church and the community, Joyce and her family turned the discrimination they faced into determination.
We were always pushed to get a good education because we were told it's through education that you can get out of poverty. We were born in poverty, but it didn't mean that we had to stay in poverty.
She took that advice to heart, earning not only a bachelor's degree, but an MBA and a law degree. Her leadership skills and strong work ethic have served her well in a wide variety of positions in the corporate world.
There were some who really did not want to hear an opinion from a female. So I did have those challenges, but you grow from it, you learn from it, you do the work, you produce, you get the results, and you get the respect.
But it was a comment by a struggling energy customer that sharpened her focus on community outreach.
They said that the energy bills were higher than their house note. Well, that was hard to hear and hard to take. Michigan's gas prices were high because at the time we had the energy shortage. So we helped them come up with a plan. An energy conservation program was put in place, and I think that's where I got my real start with helping people. I'm Joyce Hayes Giles, DTE Energy's Assistant to the Chairman and Senior Vice President of Customer Service. DTE Energy is proud to partner with hundreds of organizations to enrich the communities that we serve. We would get out and deliver meals to a lot of the seniors. We had a corporation, big business, but behind that big business were real people, real faces, people who really cared.
Always a doer, rather than simply complaining about the state of Detroit public schools, she ran for the school board, her first run for public office, and won.
It's because of my income or my zip code that my kids can get a good education, but yet the other kids in our community cannot. I just felt that that was absolutely horrible, and I had to do something.
Today, even in retirement, she still mentors young people just starting out in corporate America. She's honored to be named a distinguished warrior for her lifelong commitment to public service.
If I look at myself as having been one to start in corporate America without a lot of female role models, I am very pleased to be able to say perhaps I was a trailblazer and was one who was able to help others coming along.